Fabian, my boy, at last. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Ready?
Well, I guess so. If only I knew what this is.
Having a bad night, child?
No, but
Just keep your poker face. They won't eat you. Well, not all of you, anyway.
My.
The little detective? Really? Hope you hosed him down.
Ignore Fletcher. I need you to focus now. Rosalind's on the left, Lou's on the right.
Well, Gideon Hall. And who do you bring to us?
As spoken for and sanctioned, Miss Emerson, this is my new child.
I see. And what do you have to say for yourself? Be kind to the poor man, sister. This is the first time he's seen you in all your glory. Welcome, Fabian. Your sire is thought of highly here. I am Lou Graham. Now tell me, who are you? Beyond the name, what will you do for this court?
Careful.
If I were to label it, well,
I assume from the smell that you are not another of my unwanted suitors.
I am not with them.
No. Somehow you don't seem the type. Well now, it's not often I see someone new in my city. Tell me your story, and we shall see if we are friends or not. Well? Or would you prefer to wash first? You positively reek, my dear.
Remember who you're speaking to.
Some call me the Nomad.
Well now, how serendipitously the chips do fall. After 100 years, the Nomad emerges again here in my parlor. So like a brouhaha to reek of undesirables. I suppose I must simply endure. But you do seem to always be around when the winds of change blow strongest. Such an honor.
Are you always so fickle?
Not at all. But tell me, Nomad of many faces, what do you call yourself now?
Fire.
Then I'm simply beside myself to meet you. Fire. As I'm sure the prince shall be. After all, you're an interesting person, and this is a most interesting time.
And what is it that makes these times so interesting?
Well, of course. You don't know. In just 2 nights, Seattle's gone to hell in a handbasket. First, this grisly business with my dear Campbell, and then a spree of reckless murders just last night. And now anarchs accosting me in my own domain. Sudden transitions of power, just awfully messy, aren't they? But I have no doubt our new prince will bring a swift end to the turmoil.
Grisly business. What happened to Campbell?
Now that is an expression. Penny for your thoughts?
Campbell is no longer prince. What befell him?
2 nights ago, my poor child was found outside Weaver Tower missing something rather vital. His head.
What? How? Who?
Luckily, I had a spare. My other child, Ryung Choi. She rules now in his stead, under my careful tutelage.
The new prince, your child, Ryung. Tell me of her.
Young, by our standards, but insightful, considered, decisive, which is the best thing a prince can be. Her only flaw is that she is regrettably contemporary. She has big ideas, as the young so often do. Campbell was already a bit of a modernizer. And look where that got him.
Is it known yet who slew Campbell?
Darling, the answer is staring you in the face, lifelessly, from my fireplace. First Campbell, now me. Those vile anarch socialists are growing bold.
The Anarchs destroyed Campbell? Unlikely.
How they amassed such strength under my child's watch, I do not know. But I intend to find out.
There was a killing spree last night.
A figure in a bloodied white gown. So I hear. Running rabid through the streets, trailing gore and Dior knows what else. Seems the rabble think a leadership crisis the ideal moment to make a scene. If they had it their way, the Masquerade would be more tattered than a whore's brassiere. But we'll catch them. Our pet hive is overly efficient, assuming that brute of a sheriff doesn't lobotomize the culprit first.
So the Masquerade remains intact. How much do the mortals know about this murder spree?
Oh, the wayward child's all over their television news and social media. Mortals call them #Vampire Bundy. Nobody's taking it seriously, of course. Quite extraordinary, the number of sins you can blame on mental health these days, but still, you can't be too careful. How many bloodless bodies does it really take, after all, to turn on a light bulb? The kindred responsible will be held to account. You can be sure of that.
Can you make an introduction for me to Prince Rion?
I'd think she's rather busy squashing an insurrection. Though I'm sure a little extra muscle wouldn't go amiss. You have my blessing. And you can use your audience to let Rion know that I require new, more competent security. Someone with a keen hunter's instinct who can accommodate my particular tastes. Now, unless you have something further to discuss.
What is the political landscape of Seattle?
We're a Camarilla city, of course, though not, it would seem, as exclusively as I had hoped. I told Campbell not to broker with the Anarchs, but now it's evident that he disregarded my advice. They're mostly made up of thin bloods, you know. Worse than Tremere, if you ask me. At least Campbell followed my advice and had the runoffs branded. Proper kindred deserve to know with whom they're dealing, don't you think?
You said you had the Anarchs branded. Do you mean like this?
Goodness, darling, no. I wouldn't lay a gloved finger on you.
Which clans call Seattle home?
Aside from Ventru, we host Toreador, an indecent number of Nosferatu, and more Bruja than I'd prefer. There used to be more of Malkavian bloodline, but I find I have little tolerance these days. As for Tremere, well, I suppose it's just Sophia and the Thorn Woman. No Chantry here to speak of, and between us, good riddance. Other dregs from time to time. They come, they go.
Tell me more about yourself, Lou Graham.
I was a prince in life and in death. You ask who I am. My dear, I am Seattle. If you want to know more, you can simply visit the Seattle Underground Museum. I hear they do night tours, though of course, the mortals can never give you the full story.
How is it that your child is current Prince of Seattle, and not you?
Fire. It is by my choice, as is everything in this city. Remember that, darling. I abdicated as prince, but I did not relinquish my power. Not one drop.
If I recall, you had a sister prince by your side.
My, I am flattered that your knowledge goes so deep. I did, indeed, long ago. Poor Rosalind. How time rushes by. Ah, well.
What can you tell me about Seattle itself?
Oh, it's a wonderful city. The best of America's intellect and culture. The best music, too, even if the last few decades have been unfortunate. Oh, and our forests, our mountains, free from wolves, too, of all breeds. You're welcome.
Thank you for indulging my questions.
Thank you. Oh, this has been refreshing. You remind me that I am still young, in comparison.
I will take my leave, for the time being.
Please, take it. And for at least long enough to have a bath. You again.
Tolly said you needed aid.
Did I ask for you? I don't... Oh, yes. The gangrel. Do you know of the arrangement? That the court supply me with suitable meals? They sent me a gangrel lout to act as my gopher, to replace... the singing of reptiles in the pulse of the blood. The call of the sun as the dry seeds burn. The red that runs through unfertile soil. The wind that flays sinew from a heartstring. Can you hear it, Nomad?
Hear what?
We were talking of the gangrel.
You saw some vision. What was that?
You can't hear it? It doesn't call to you. That surprises me, after all your centuries. They say it's only for the powerful, the eldest. Of course, you were asleep, and it started after your time. Doomsayers call it the Beckoning. They have it linked to Cain, Gehenna, antediluvians. The boogeymen we tell fledglings not to fear.
And what is this beckoning?
For many, it is merely a feeling, a strange urge. Often there are dreams.
Dreams? Visions?
Then comes the music, sounding in the stillness, in the quieted mind. They say it's the song of Gehenna, beseeching our return to the cradle of civilization, to bleed in the east.
What do you mean by bleed in the east?
Some call it a crusade. They think they can prevent Gehenna by hunting elders in torpor. Such bad manners, don't you think? Lion or stray, if a cat lies sleeping, it should be left that way.
So what do you call it?
A war, darling, against idiots.
Let us move on.
So yes, the arrangement. As I said, the court have sent me a new helper, a gangrel, calling herself Nyx. This is one of that little homunculus's japes, I'm sure of it. A gangrel, to fetch my food.
And this is a problem?
Her attempts have been little better than roadkill. She needs to be educated. Be a dear and have a chat with her, would you? Set her on the right path.
What more can you tell me about this Nyx?
I tune out most of her babble, but it is incessant. Despite my best efforts, I can tell you that never mind was better than rumors. Huh. And that the Idaho steelheads are having a good season. And that the gourmet coffee down the street smells over-extracted. But as for what I know about her, very little. She irritates me.
I will make sure Nyx is educated.
Good. Make sure she knows to find people from money, old money, and with a touch of melancholia to their blood. If she's at her post, you'll find her in the foyer. If not, follow the smell of wet dog. I would just hate to keep you.
Please do, Detective. My sister will be happy, at least. Detective, are you quite well?
Sorry, Miss Emerson. I lost my thread there. What was that about your sister?
Let me give you some advice, fledgling. You are young, and you must learn. There are 2 princes in this city, and you will give them both deference. For your sire's sake, and to ensure your own survival. Do you understand me?
Sure, but, what was that about your sister?
Sometimes I wonder what Gideon saw in you. Then I have a conversation like this and realize how similar you are. I said my sister would be happy as she wished to speak to you.
What's this? Am I this evening's topic for discussion?
Not at all, dearest. Merely discussing etiquette.
Not about me? Oh, well, that's time wasted. But it's so good to see you, Detective. I hope you are here to enjoy yourself and not on an official investigation. A broken vase, a stolen innocence, a bloodless corpse.
You wanted to talk to me.
Oh, dear Detective, you are a sparkling tonic in an evening of toadies. I have something to discuss with you as it happens, but please, do circulate first. Business can wait. After all, this is a celebration. I will see you both later. Oh, and sister, I want to talk to you about the Carstairs matter. Will you have time this evening? Tomorrow?
I haven't forgotten. Tomorrow would be better.
Very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have egos to massage, including my own.
What are we celebrating again?
Really, I am starting to wonder why Malkavians are permitted at our court. It is New Year, and a gathering at this time is considered traditional.
Of course. Surprised you still celebrate, though, given how many you've seen.
We like to keep up with the times.
So, might I ask about the Carstairs matter Miss Graham mentioned?
A joint enterprise which my sister and I are considering. Nothing that should concern you. It is always wise to plan for the long term.
Well, I suppose in your case, the very, very long term.
Indeed.
You don't like my sire?
Gideon has his uses. You are yet to prove yours.
I help keep the mortals in happy ignorance.
The sheriff has a modicum of faith in you. I honestly can't think why.
So you two are sisters, but very different sisters.
Sisters in blood, Detective. Not sisters in mortal terms. Has your sire told you nothing?
Gideon is not the most direct of teachers. He likes me to pursue my own inquiries.
You are on thin ice, Malkavian. As is your sire.
Might I ask how you became prince? Or should I say, one of 2 princes?
You can ask. It is a simple matter. The attack on our dear sire all those years ago left us leaderless. Lou and I thought it best to combine our talents.
Not a very kindred thing, right? The lust for power being what it is.
I am never certain whether you're being sarcastic or direct.
Oh, direct. Definitely direct.
Lou Graham is adroit in certain spheres. I'd like to think my influence is in others. We complement each other well. Our partnership has seen this city successful through 30 years and more. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have had enough of your fumbling tongue.
Of course.
I wish a good evening to you, Detective. If, of course, you survive it.
Mistress Liu, you had something you wanted to discuss.
Ah, yes. The future, Detective. My sister and I have plans, and I'd like you to look into something for us.
I'm new to this whole court business, as you know, but I'm given to understand that there's a quid pro quo in these matters.
You mean to say you're not blindly obedient, but need a reward? How about a debt owed to you by both myself and Rosalind?
I would need something more concrete than that.
When I haven't even told you what the task is yet? We can discuss details with my sister later.
What do you want me to look into, Mistress Liu? Just give me the facts.
You're aware of our recent troubles in the liquor market? Has Fletcher said anything to you?
Not to me, no.
We are about to expand, but are suffering from a small roadblock, Detective. A roadblock I put at your door.
Mine.
Your territory, at least. Our Vancouver run has been interrupted, perhaps even redirected, and the rumor says it's someone in law enforcement.
Any names, faces? Any idea who?
Not as of yet. I do have a location and have managed to acquire some photographs. I will have my man Campbell deliver it to your office.
That does sound like a solid start to a case. I won't deny it.
Now, if we can just... No. No! My sister!
One from the top, both literal and figurative. Our killer was out for the kindred of Seattle, and I had a feeling he was just getting started.
Fire! How unexpected. Is this business or leisure?
You have had no more visions? You feel less troubled?
No. To my great vexation, no. The dreams grow only stronger, more vivid. Nothing I can't handle.
Has the standard of your catering improved?
Significantly. Whatever you told the stray worked wonders. A veritable feast for the senses. You know, just last night, she brought me the most darling young boy. An actor with a face like chiseled marble. Attended Juilliard. I couldn't pronounce his last name, but oh, he was quite the dish.
Last time we spoke, we talked of matters usually prohibited by the Camarilla. It has since come to my attention that certain texts once existed on these topics. Texts you confiscated. Will you reveal them to me?
And why would I do such a thing? So you can deface them? Hand them out to all your anarch friends to read around the dumpster fire?
My only thoughts are for you and your predicament.
I doubt that. I do possess the texts you seek. They're hidden in the crypts beneath St. Stephen's Church. You may borrow them.
Well, that was a mite easy. Where's the catch?
There is some trick, some complication. It is perhaps guarded by a dragon.
Not at all, dear. This is simply your due for your fine work on my behalf.
I am not your servant. When I have found my answers, I will leave.
But of course, my dear. Just you keep believing that. Now, you should run along. Just make sure that the desert is rust and ochre, and the goddess of wine and honey decays into dotage. She does not see the feast in preparation, nor the 13th guest. as the cuckoo calls it to sup. Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
And who is the cuckoo?
The uninvited guest. The burrower in skin. The broken bread dressed with stone and iron.
Heed me! Come back to reality!
Again. Oh, it happened again. Leave me, Nomad. Leave me!
Very well. We will talk again.
Fire, darling, do come in. You have been busy. Tell me, why are you here?
I think you know why I have come. There is a door in the underground. You know of which I speak. I need to get inside.
There's nothing down there.
If she was mortal, there'd be sweat on her brow.
That is not what I have been told. And everyone directs me to you.
Oh, to have discontented underlings. But consider my curiosity piqued. If, hypothetically, I were to consider your request, what possible reason would I have for doing so?
Just a few nights ago, you were attacked in your own haven. You cannot afford to ignore another threat.
Don't test me. I have survived long enough to judge my own danger. Is that really all you have?
I have heard a voice toying with me, summoning me into the darkness below, from a mind that others name the Gardener.
The gardener?
I believe he is a child of Malkav, that he is behind the door in the underground, and he is calling me to him.
That's not possible. What? That would mean... That would mean... No.
Who is he?
There was someone, a Malkavian. I had forgotten. I thought he was gone. My condition. The visions. Perhaps this is no beckoning. But if you are right...
He has led both of us in a mind game, this Malkavian. He is Sabat, Lou Graham. Tell me what you know of him, how to get to him.
I am still not sure it's the one I remember. But if so, he was nothing then. A minor irritant, a footnote to history. He shouldn't give you trouble. There's another entrance here in the basement. I give you permission to descend. And Fire, if this is true, his destruction will change everything.
If I free you, you will remember who gave you peace.
They know about the underground. They already have vampires in cages. Anarchs, mostly, but Tolly's losing eyes, ears...
And not his mouth. Pity.
Now is not the time.
Sophia, Prince Rion, I did not expect to see you here.
Fire!
Ah, wonderful.
Just in time, Sheriff. Situation's escalated, so I've called in all hands. Tolly filled us in on the IAO. He's searching for a base of operations as we speak. Annex splinter groups are panicking, and we're dangerously close to Masquerade breach.
The IAO are working in daylight, hitting anywhere that even looks like a potential haven. We need to lay low.
What we need is a show of strength. Take their leader's head, this mother hen. Show both them and the restless anarchs what they're dealing with. The best defense is a good offense. Just basic military strategy. You agree with me, don't you, Fire?
In my opinion...
Don't let them do this. Please, my love.
Is there a reason you brought your little pet, dear? This is a meeting for true kindred, not warlock lackeys. Let her tinker with her projects, I say. Keep a dog too long from its bone, and it's liable to whine.
She's here because I wanted her. But that's no excuse for bad manners. You were saying, Fire?
This IAO could be a useful weapon.
Fire!
You may as well use white phosphorus on a box of squalling kittens. Rion, our sheriff here is more than capable of handling this. Fire put down one threat this very night, and in much the same way. A Malkavian terrorist calling himself the Gardener, the leader of a Sabbat cell.
You found them.
Our sheriff can deal with this IAO the same way.
No. No!
Ryong, dear, give us the room, will you? And take your dog. Fire and I need a little tete-a-tete.
I'll be at Weaver Tower.
You did well.
I do not need my ego stroked. My deeds tonight served us both.
Surely a little positive reinforcement wouldn't go amiss? I heard him cry out, the gardener. And now, nothing. I feel less burdened, as if a steel pin has been removed. This is promising, more than promising. All thanks to you, my hero. But you're troubled, child. Come, rest your head. Tell Mama Lou what burdens you.
I am beyond you in years and in strength.
Really? Shall we just be two old souls together then, considering why these nights have changed so much?
Who was the gardener to you?
Someone who needed to be tucked away, somewhere they could not cause further inconvenience. But that was the past, which, thanks to you, is now behind us. I see no need to linger.
I thought the mark would be destroyed with him.
Curious. A delayed effect, perhaps?
Or something has been left undone.
Such is often the way.
Did you know what the gardener was when you imprisoned him? That he was Sabbat?
I smoked out the last nest back in 1889. At least I thought I did. If he was with them, he was awfully quiet about it, and so terribly well-mannered.
What do you have against Sophia? Truly. Is there something I should know?
Oil and water, dear. Sophia has always been, well, more like cattle than kindred. It's like watching a circus lion jump through hoops. I find it pitiful, wretched, repulsive. Besides, it's the way she looks at me. It makes me feel seen, and not in a good way.
I have taken up enough of your time.
Darling, we were only just getting started. But I suppose you deserve a rest. After all, tomorrow night you rid us of the IAO. Cut their head off. Meet with Tolly. He'll point you where to go. Be smart. Do go ahead, Detective. This is fascinating.
The killer is incredibly strong. He can twist off a head with his bare hands.
Indeed. And this points to...
I don't know much about Santiago's Society of St. Leopold, but could the church bless one of their warriors to be stronger than normal?
I believe they use artifacts and sometimes work with what they call sorcerers. But I would have expected them to be more direct. A sword across the head, a stake through the heart. Not this play acting.
The killer spirited Gideon away. He's a difficult man to carry, and he'd be alert to anyone who had, bad thoughts.
Perhaps. Unless the killer had a very strong mind, of course.
The killer is into crosses. The same symbol left at every killing.
And the same rebar decoration. What does that mean to you?
Our guy loves theatrics, set dressing, to provoke fear.
Or to misdirect, of course.
Of course.
The killer can walk in the daytime, not Kindred.
That is fairly conclusive, I agree.
A witness heard him breathing heavily.
We know he can walk in the daytime, so this isn't a surprise. A mortal, do you think? Or some other kind of monster?
Werewolf, maybe?
Ugh, you know I won't tolerate them in Seattle. There's been no hint of dog for decades.
I was pretty sure I wouldn't be getting out of this.
I'm not sure Santiago exists. I think he's a myth, made up to misdirect us. I couldn't find anyone who'd seen him, or any evidence of the attacks in the other cities. I think he's a story. A piece of flim-flam.
Oh, devilish. I think you're right. But who invented him, and why? So, let's sum up. The killer is strong-minded. They are not kindred, perhaps a hunter, but loves to myth-make, to misdirect, to point away from the obvious. And Santiago is obvious. So, what's your conclusion? Who is the rebar killer, Detective?
I think it's you, Lou Graham. You used a fire to destroy your sire, and took on the guise of a mortal hunter to destroy your rivals.
Oh, now, that does feel like a good theory, but I'm kindred, Fabian. And you keep saying this is a mortal.
Gideon. I regret to say it, but he did the work, and then vanished.
Really? You think he's capable of any of this? Besides, you said yourself, our killer is not kindred, remember?
Sophia used her blood sorcery to change her abilities so she could walk in daylight.
Detective, have you been drinking from the veins of an alcoholic?
It's Fletcher. Everyone knows he's a psychopath.
He is kindred, which rules him out. Besides, oh, he's my psychopath.
Campbell. It's obvious. A powerful ghoul with a powerful mind, working for you. Together, you faked the whole Santiago idea, making it look like an outside threat. Taking the head off your dearest sister and then crying crocodile tears? The two of you did this together, to clear out your rivals, because you could never share power, not in the long term. Campbell is the rebar killer, but you're the one in charge.
Oh, delightful. Oh, well done, Fabian. For a moment, I didn't think you'd get there. I think everyone else suspects. They're just too timid to mention it. So, what have we learned here?
That Campbell's a tool. And what's worse, he's your tool.
Oh, no. No, Fabian. What we've learned is you have no suspect in the rebar killings.
Yes, I have no suspect in the rebar killings.
The case is closed.
The case is closed.
There. Isn't that better? Ah, well now.
Why am I here?
I've been thinking about my big return. Seattle has changed so much these past decades. Funny to think that you should know my city better than even I.
Then is it still your city? Or has it, by chance, been claimed in your absence?
By whom? The Anarchs? Please, you'll bring out my laugh lines. Tell me honestly, forget for a moment that Ryong is my child and I her sire. Do you think she's a good prince?
She is young and she is new to this. New regimes are always tenuous.
Still, you either swim or you sink. A prince doesn't have the luxury of a life jacket.
You asked.
Yes, dear. It's called chit-chat. I want to walk my streets, bathe in their lamplight, hear my footfalls on the rain-silvered asphalt. I long to hunt again. I'm sure you heard I had to let go of the flea-ridden stray. My first real foray will require a little more scaffolding, as it were. Something you, as sheriff, will facilitate.
You are not prince yet, Lou.
Oh, and you are getting irritating. You will scout for me. I need eyes on possible hunting grounds. I prefer to inspect the menu before I dine. I'm in the mood for a young female. And since I feel a newfound spring in my step, perhaps someone a little more effervescent. High-spirited. Decadent. Oh, positively lustful. I'm thinking black sheep of an old money dynasty. Oh, still bankrolled by the father she renounces into her third Friday night Cabernet.
There's a thing. We know a blood doll of that vintage. Coincidence?
How very specific of you.
Oh, I'm an old romantic. I find the fantasy rounds off the palate, lessen the jowls.
And what inspired this particular fantasy?
Just some show I've been watching lately. Television, isn't it marvelous? Don't let me hold you up. I'm positively famished. Just find me a likely spot. And Fire, I want you to know, your service has been noted. Keep it up. You're back! And what delights do you have in store, dear?
As it happens, there is someone I found who matches your particular request exactly. She calls herself Verona. She was Isabella's blood doll.
Really? How utterly fabulous. You know, Isabella was always lauding those girls over me. How divine they tasted. The buttery, complex bouquet. Oh, how fun it would be to play with her.
Only the best for the true prince of Seattle.
You really mean that? I'm touched. Now, will that be all for tonight?
I have some questions of a personal nature.
Your interest is flattering. Ask away, dear.
There was an exhibit about you in the underground tour.
Don't tell me you listened to that hogwash. People started to notice I wasn't aging, so I had to fake my departure. And some malcontent from one of the brothels saw fit to tell everyone I died of syphilis. Syphilis! But in the end, I had the last laugh.
And what was that?
They used to call me the Queen of the Lava Beds. Not literal lava, of course, but for her, I tried to make an exception. I calculated her worth in gold, based on her profits, melted it down, and made her lie in it. She was my dining table for years. Oh, but too much gold can be so awfully garish.
I wish to hear of your embrace.
Oh, that old chestnut. I remember it almost like a coronation. It was raining that night. My sire was one of the gentlemen callers at my establishment. He seldom wanted one of my girls. He was always more interested in me. One night, he got me alone and asked about my prospects. A German immigrant running the most prestigious brothel in Seattle. He asked if I wanted investment, mentorship. I said no. He liked that. I remember my face in the looking glass after he embraced me. The rain, the soul of the city, shining in my hair like a crown of diamonds. And I knew then what I was and what I would be. We don't have monarchs in the States, not officially. But every time it rains, I'm reminded of my crown.
Does your sire walk among us still?
What do you think?
Was it you who branded me?
Fire. That is quite the accusation, given its implications. Are you insinuating that I am Sabat? Just why would I want to destroy all I have built?
You have not been yourself, but under the gardener's influence. A curious, bored mind seemingly sinking into the deathless ennui of her age. You feared Gehenna. You knew where the forbidden texts were hidden.
So a few dreams make me a cultist. I thought better of you, Fire, I really did. You wouldn't like me as your enemy. In fact, you should just leave. I don't care. I'm done.
It seems I hit a nerve.
Yes, my last one. You know, I have the strangest feeling that all the chips are about to scatter across the table. I hope to see you again after they do.
How did this happen?
Sophia understood the risk. She went anyway to help me regain my freedom. Make no mistake, this was the work of the Sabbat.
I see. I need a moment. Thank you, Fire. You may go.
Is that our beloved sheriff? I hope you haven't come to bring down the mood.
Why are you here?
Can't you tell? Ryong and I are celebrating. I've officially come out of retirement. Of course, I have full confidence in the strong court that my child has built. I'm not here for a title. I thought I'd see the new office and help out Prince Ryong as I can. But did I hear that right? Our dearest little Sophia, savaged by Sabbat cultists. Tragic. Oh, tragic.
You had no love for her?
Darling, we mustn't speak truth of the deceased. It's uncouth. Besides, usurper or not, I've never denied the girl's usefulness.
Enough. What of the culprits?
I destroyed those that I found, but there are still more. The Sabbat must have a leader.
You needn't look very far. After all, who were the first Sabbat, if not Anarchs?
Lou, the Anarchs aren't all...
Child, the Anarchs are nothing but the Sabbat in a new skin.
What are you proposing?
The root of this is Campbell's weakness. He let that filthy Bruja Katsumi build a power base. She has drawn in the weak-blooded and the foreigners and dug them deep into the bowels of this city. She canoodles with nameless sponsors and works with alchemy and perversion. She leads your Sabbat. Her Anarchs must be exterminated.
I won't jump to conclusions.
And why not? Are you not Prince? My dear, your conclusions define reality, no matter how you come to them. And your conclusion will be this: the Anarchs must be destroyed.
The Anarchs must be destroyed.
God damn her for a spider.
That's better. Now, as sheriff, you, Fire, will take ownership of destroying the Anarchs.
Please, Nomad, don't take Lou's word. This is no way to close a case.
Are you sure this is the best tactic? Benny tried the same, and both he and the Anarchs nearly broke the Masquerade.
It is a risk if we don't do it quickly and cleanly. Unless, of course... Oh! Here's an idea. You have one night, to bring me the head of the snake. Destroy Katsumi. The rest can be cleaned up. If you can't deliver, Ryong here will announce an immediate blood hunt on every Anarch in this city. For Sophia.
If this is indeed your final decision.
Say it, dear.
I won't.
These are my orders.
These are my orders.
Well, that's settled. Finally, after so much hullabaloo. Together, we will build the strongest court Seattle has ever seen. Run along now.
A night of chaos, of fires, of rioting, hallucinations brought on by chemical fumes. You know the spin. Sure, folks died. They called it Red Christmas. Investigation, executive heads rolled at a gasoline processing plant, and that was it. Business as usual for the people of the city, once they cleaned up all the blood on the snow. Luz moved into Weaver Tower. She's modernizing, so they say, reasserting her dominance, changing the wallpaper, eating the servants. The prince sent out her black shirts to clean up the jungle, but Katsumi and her motley band fought them off. Lost folks, of course they did. But the Anarchs still cling on in the rubble. Lou asked the sheriff to stay on, but that didn't work out. Can't say I'm surprised. See, the Nomad remade our city, and maybe our city needed it. But in the end, the old folks always leave the cleanup to the younger generation.